Welcome back. Nearly 100 Minnesota mayors are sounding the alarm over alleged fraud in their state, writing in a letter to Governor Tim Walz. Quote, fraud, unchecked spending, and inconsistent fiscal management in St. Paul have trickled down to our cities, reducing our capacity to plan responsibly, maintain infrastructure, hire and retain employees, and sustain core services without overburdening local taxpayers. Now, the letter comes as feds say fraud could top $9 billion in the state. Funds that were meant to go to a number of causes. Help feed children, help people recovering from addiction to find a place to live, help disabled adults live independently, and one-on-one therapy for autistic children. And yet, they allegedly ended up going to things like this: wire transfers to China and East Africa, luxury homes, vacations and vehicles, stacks of cash, and jewelry. Joining me now, two of the mayors who signed that letter raising concerns over this alleged fraud: Stewartville Mayor Jimmy John King and Lexington Mayor Mike Murphy. Thank you for being here.
Finally coming to light. This has been going on since 2018, 2019. And our budgets have been growing down here like anywhere else, but our state health seems to be shrinking. Now we find out why it's all disappearing. Now we're hoping it'll bring some light, help bring more light to this massive fraud that is going on in our state that affects all of us just by increased real estate property taxes.
No, unfortunately, Tim Walz hasn't reached out to us at all, and I don't anticipate him doing so, because that just means it's just another level of accountability for Tim Walz. And, there's a little nickname for him going around Minnesota. He's the fraud father, and that's exactly what it is. And I'm not trying to make this sound partisan at all, Griff, but at the end of the day, if you look at Democrat-ran cities, this is exactly the policies that they support. And this is the reason why cities like mine and Jimmy's here are suffering, because of these unfunded mandates. And at the end of the day, Griff, we're the ones fixing the roads, and we're the ones picking up the phone when you call 911, and we're offering essential services to our communities. And these unfunded mandates, this fraud, and the shrinking government assistance to the cities, it's killing us. It's killing our taxpayers.
Welcome back, guys. When I first heard about this letter from nearly 100 Minnesota mayors, I honestly had to stop and listen carefully, because this is not coming from social media and this is not coming from political commentators. This is coming directly from local leaders who are running cities and dealing with real problems every single day. These mayors are saying something is seriously wrong with how Minnesota is being managed at the state level. According to them, the issue is not small. They are talking about alleged fraud that federal officials believe could be more than $9 billion. That number alone is shocking. But what makes this even more disturbing is where that money was supposed to go. These funds were meant to help feed children, support people recovering from addiction, help disabled adults, and provide therapy for autistic children. Instead, investigators say this money may have been sent overseas, including wire transfer to China and East Africa, or used for luxury homes, expensive vacations, fancy cars, piles of cash, and jewelry. Think about that for a moment. Money that was meant to help vulnerable people may have been stolen and wasted, while regular families are struggling to pay higher taxes and raising costs. That is why these mayors are so angry and frustrated. Mayor Jimmy John King says this problem did not start yesterday. He says it has been going on since around 2018 or 2019. Over time, because of this alleged fraud and mismanagement, state aid to cities has gone down. When cities receive less money from the state, they still have bills to pay. Roads still need repairs. Police and fire services still need funding. Water systems still need maintenance. So, what happens? Local governments are focused to raise property taxes on regular people. Mayor King says citizens come to City Hall all the time asking why their taxes keep going up. People want reasonable budgeting. They want to know where their money is going. And these mayors say they can't give clear answers because the state itself is failing to manage funds properly. Another mayor, Mike Murphy, explains that his alleged fraud directly affects important infrastructure projects. He gives an example of a water treatment facility his city needs. These projects are not optional. Clean water is basic. Safe infrastructure is essential. But when state funds are wasted or stolen, cities are left stuck, unable to plan or move forward. What really stands out is this story is that both mayors say Governor Tim Wells has not connected them at all. No phone call, no meeting, no invitation to discuss their concerns. Nearly 100 mayors signed a letter and the governor has not responded. That alone raises serious questions. Mayor Murphy even uses a strong phrase calling Governor Wells the fraud father. That is not a term used lightly. He says this reflects policies that allow fraud to happen, especially in cities run by Democrats. Whether someone agrees with that language or not, it shows how deep the frustration is among local leaders. The mayors also talk about Minnesota's economic performance slipping compared to other states. They point to weaker GDP growth, slower job growth, lower labor force participation, and declining per capita income growth. According to them, these are not accidents. They believe these problems are connected to poor leadership and lack of financial discipline at the state level. Mayor Murphy believes the $9 billion figure could actually be just the beginning. As federal investigations continue, he thinks the real amount of fraud could be even higher. That should worry every taxpayer, no matter what political party they support. One part of the discussion that really catch my attention was the concern about a new private family medical leave program. Mayor King says his program looks ripe for fraud. His concern is not about helping families, it is about creating another large system with weak oversight, where money could once again be abused. When trust is already broken, launching new programs without strong controls only makes people more skeptical. This whole situation shows a major breakdown in trust between local governments and state leadership. Mayors are supposed to be partners with the governor, not ignored critics. These are people who see the impact of policy decisions on the ground. When they say they cannot plan responsibility because of state mismanagement, that is a serious warning sign. What makes this even more troubling is that the people who suffer the most are everyday citizens. Families dealing with higher property taxes, communities waiting for basic infrastructure, vulnerable groups who were supposed to receive help but may have been robbed by fraud. This is not just about politics, this is about accountability, it is about transparency, it is about whether government can be trusted to handle public money responsibility. When nearly 100 mayors come together to speak out, it means the problem has reached a breaking point. No matter where you stand politically, this situation deserves serious attention. If these allegations are true, then there must be consequences. And if there are weaknesses in the system, they must be fixed. Ignoring the problem only makes it worse. At the end of the day, people want honest leadership. They want their tax dollars to be used for their intended purpose. They want leaders who listen, respond, and take responsibility. Right now, according to these mayors, Minnesota is falling short of that standard. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more stories. And I will see you in the next video.